Hello everyone, the 316 here with another G.I. Joe Classified Series figure review. We got a double review today. The Target exclusive Python Patrol number 96, Cobra Copperhead, and the Target exclusive Python Patrol Cobra Officer number 97. Both of these figures retail for $24.99, and I found both of them at my local Target. And they had a good selection. They also had the Vipra there too. I think that's what it's called, Vipra. Anyway, I am a little under the weather. There might be a few videos where I sound a little congested. I am. I don't feel great, but just getting that out of the way so it doesn't. So I'm not breaking continuity. I don't know when this video releases. I'm probably gonna say in each one. So, uh, I'm really impressed with one of these figures, and the other one I'm quite satisfied with actually. So we'll get into that. Uh, Before I get into the figures proper, I want to take a look at the boxes real quick now. I only have one of the blue box versions figures, which is the Tiger Force Dusty, and I like that. But I think I like these black boxes a bit more because it's called the Classified series. When I think of Classified, I think of red tape, redacted, black bars over text. That's what I think of, and I think despite all the problems with the plastic-free packaging initiative that Hasbro made, G.I. Joe has always taken advantage of presentation, and this is no exception. So, like the blue box plastic-free packaging, the figures are put into a box like this with their gear locker and then the figure proper next to them in the box. All of that fits in there, which I'm impressed by. What I'm not impressed by is these boxes. So obviously this one's Cobra Officer, and it's got a handle and stuff. I just don't like how there's this flap here that it's not connected to both sides. I don't know why they did that. You can open both sides of this box, and I don't like that. I don't know why they did that. It's dumb. I wish that one of the box's sides were closed, and then I can just open it. And yeah, I know I can do it myself, but that kind of defeats the point, right? I mean, the presentation's good. It's just I would have really liked to have used this as a box, but because it has an open side. Okay, I'm starting to rant a little bit. So let's get these out of here, and then let's take a look at these. Cobra Officer fell. I mean, he doesn't have a head anyway. We'll get into that. But here's the two boxes here. What I actually like here is the sides are black, so it kind of reflects the artwork onto the sides here, and it gives it almost like a hologram vibe. So like if I pull these out just a little bit, I don't want to overdo it, but you can kind of see the artwork, at least on this side, and I just think that looks pretty cool. Like, I won't be displaying my figures this way, but this is a valid way to do it. It'd look good on a shelf. And both of those pictures are in black and white. I believe Tiger Force Dusty's was in blue. So there's that to mention. Oh, God, my lips are dry. I should have filmed this after I felt better, but oh well. I will persevere. Lastly, the boxes. I like how it shows all the accessories, a nice action shot of the figure, and the card art over here. And then it's got all of that there on the top. It says that. And what's nice about the G.I. Joe logos is that they are embossed, so you can actually feel where it says G.I. Joe. Everything else is just tampoed on there. On the side here is the specializations for the particular character. So this is the one for the Cobra Officer. And there's, if it could zoom in, there you go. It's really hard to see that actually. Even in person, it's really hard to see what those are. I don't really know what they are. But there's the rest of that side of the box. If you're looking for this particular figure, here's the barcode. I know that, sometimes you have a hard time finding these things in store. I know I do. There's that side of the box. And then the back, I'll just stick back there so you can see. Shows all the accessories and some up-close shots of parts of the figure. And then here is the Copperhead. I really like this art with the Aztecan pyramid and the little lizard guy down here. Looks kind of cute. Oh, that's an iguana. That's it. That is. Hold on, what is that? Bearded dragon, iguana. It's a lizard of some kind. Okay. Although looking at his accessories, he's only got 4 up here, and That's what I see down there. But also embossed, also says G.I. Joe up there. Here's the Cobra Copperhead's Python Patrol QR code if you want to scan that. And you can see these a little bit better, but not by much. There's the barcode for that one if you're looking for it. The rest of the legalese down there. Oh, that would have been... okay, so these are actually on those back there. That would have been helpful. That would have been helpful if I... like I said, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm sick, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. This is the sick era. Sick AF, right? All right, I'm rambling a bit too much. Let's get these boxes out of here. Like I said, presentation-wise, Hasbro's G.I. Joe team is killing it. The really good presentation. Let's go ahead and start with 96 on the left here. He has a head, so accessories-wise, he comes with this knife here, which has either blood or dirt on it. It looks brown. It's kind of hard to tell what color it is. I don't really like that the pattern is, mirrored. Ooh, the focusing was going crazy there, but you can see there's the midpoint and then it's, mirrored. I don't really like that. It's the same on this side too. Oh well. And you can just fit that in his little pouch here. I'm going to do that. Pouch, holster, sheath. Sheath is what I was looking for. He comes with this little tiny ass pistol. Again, does not want to focus. I don't know why. There you go, a little tiny pistol. Good amount of detail, no paint. And you could fit that in the figure's hand, or you could fit it in this hip holster down here. And what's really neat about this hip holster, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm going to show it anyway. There's a little tab and a little tab. I don't know why the focusing is whack right now, but we'll deal with it. Maybe I'm sick, so the camera's sick. It just wants me to feel better. Okay, lastly, we're going to turn him around because we have two last accessories here. We have this giant-ass revolver with a scope and... okay, what is with the focus? Seriously, what is with the focus? Stop it. Stop it. Okay, and you also get this instead of a backpack. You get a holster for said weapon, which has some ammunition on it. Looks like 6 bullets to be specific. And that just slots in there, and then you can lock it up. Although mine is a little loose, so I like to keep this out of it. But you can put it in there and store it on his back here. And that just plugs in. I'm going to leave that on for the rest of the review, and I'm going to stick this in his hand. So that's the accessories he comes with. And now let's take a look at the Python Patrol Officer, who, man, they come with a lot of accessories. I say they because you have a choice here of which head you'd like to use. You have the more techno one on the left, who's Caucasian, and you have the more just like cloth fabric on the right, which is a black likeness. And I have seen both of these heads on different figure. I don't know why the focus is it these guys? Hold on, let's move them out of the way. Let's see. But I've seen both of these heads be reused, the skin color swapped on both of them, etc. So maybe it's my lighting. Let's move that over a bit, see what happens. Okay, is this any better? Okay, this is a little better. But yeah, good likenesses. I'm trying to see what eye colors these are, but again, the focusing is just not wanting to focus. Maybe the green background was a bad choice. Maybe it's the excessive light. Let's turn this down by 3. Let's see if that works. If anything, that made it worse. Let's go one more brighter. Oh, there you go. That's as good as I'm gonna get it, I think. But looks like green and brown eyes. It's hard to tell. In person, they look green. And then these ones, I think they're blue. Or these ones might be green too. Were they brainwashed? I don't know. Okay, I definitely think it's the green background that's missing with the focus. Yeah, those eyes are green as well. So, let's see, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use this one because it's on the box art. But if you want to use the Caucasian and Techno mask, you can. So let's stick that on the figure, and then we can, there we go, do the rest of this accessories. What I love about this officer, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but he comes with so much. Let's just pan down here. Look at all that. For $25? Yeesh. That's a steal right there. So we obviously got the alternate head. We have a knife here, which it's a knife. It's good. And that just sticks in down here. Okay, we got a pistol. This one's different from the one we just looked at on the other figure. I like this pistol. Looks good. And all of these, by the way, do have the porthole in them. So if you want to add a like an effect piece of the gun shooting, you can absolutely do that. So let's stick that in there. Next up, we got 2 magazines for the next 2 weapons we're about to see, which is this gun right here. Now, I honestly can't remember if the magazine goes in this way or if it goes in this way. I want to say it's this way. I think that makes the most sense. So it's a nice weapon. Mine's a little bent, a little warped, but you know, it works. And it looks really good. It's not painted again, but you know, you can have it with the magazine in or out. But speaking of this particular weapon, it also comes with a back pouch here. And you can just shove that in. You can shove it in like this, where it's sticking out a little bit over the top like that. Or you can push it all the way down. Either way, it works. And that goes on the back of the figure. But I'm going to wait to put it on there because, you know, you got this. That's not going to fit on the pouch. You can actually stick it back here in this little pouch. I think that's just awesome. Just neat. It's great. I love that. All right. Speaking of magazines, let's add that to our rifle here. I don't know what type of rifle this is, but I know I've seen it in a couple video games. You know, it's got the stock, it's got the long barrel. Again, if you know anyone's an expert on guns or knows their guns more than I do, just let me know in the comments what this is. Now, this doesn't store anywhere on the figure, so you can just put that in his hand, and I'm going to put it in his left hand since this uses, or rather reuses, the pinned body, which means it has the up and down left and then side to side right. Oh, almost forgot with that rifle. There's a scope on it, or an additional scope. You can attach that right there, and that looks pretty nice. Good, good. Although I'm going to take mine off, and I'm going to stick it in this little pouch back here. I think that, again, just love that. Love that. Don't have to use it. Don't have to lose it. I just keep it there, and I don't worry about it. Now I'm going to stick this back on here. And then finally, we have, once I get it posed properly, we have some goggles here, which you can put on both heads. They work on both heads. So if you want to see that real quick, let's show it on the Caucasian head. So there's that on that head. And this last accessory is the hat. And there's how that looks, quite like that. And then let's see how it looks on the cloth mask head. Let's stick that on there. Man, this review is already like at 14 minutes. I better speed this up. Okay, and here's how it looks on this one. And I love this look. And that's every accessory except the alternate head on this figure in some capacity. Love that. Love that. The fact that you can stick everything on there and not worry about it, and there's so many options to choose from. If you want to have him holding 2 weapons, none at all, just love that. Let's get into the actual figures themselves, though. Starting with the Copperhead, he's got the yellow helmet there with the red tubing on his black, like rebreather style mask. He's got a T-shirt on, skin tight. It's got the markings we've seen before for the Python Patrol. Speaking of which, the Python Patrol logo is on his chest. Love that. Kind of hard to make out, but it's definitely there. The neck is painted in black. Kind of wish it was green like the shirt. Don't know why they chose black. Kind of a weird choice. Black tank top. This really nice gold buckle. Love that. And then, you know, you got your... oh, that is a plastic clip. like one of those giant plastic clips. Huh, kind of funny. Weirdly, his underwear region is uh, like not engraved, but it's got like the dots around it, like not bedazzled. You guys know what I mean. But like chaps. They're like chaps. Speaking of legs, I like this, but mine is a little paint defective, and you actually can see the pin sticking through a little bit. This guy is pinless, but you can see it on this side, especially where the pins would be. Now the yellow paint has rubbed off on that intersection in some places, but not too bad. And some good looking boots. These two don't share boots, but they're very similar. Both of these are painted on the side, just like little areas where you can, I don't know, make music. I don't know what they're for. Let me know in the comments below. But a good figure overall. He's also got these like I don't know what these are for. I want to say wristband, but that's wristbands up top for the bicep bands. That doesn't sound right. All I can think of is John Cena. Do, 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 when I see that. Now the Python Patrol officer. Oh, this is. It may not be everyone's color scheme, but just this figure's good. The proportionally it's good. The articulation's nice. I do have a defect here where the rubber on the crotch piece, the black crotch piece that is pushed a little far to this side so you can see the joint sticking through. But because the pants are black, you really can't see it. So I'm not complaining too much about that. He's got that same diamond pattern on his knee pads as well as up here. Speaking of Python Patrol, this is really hard to see, but the Python Patrol logo, there you go. You can see it there. Really just exceptional that they got that on there. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. This rubber piece down here, this belt, can actually be moved up or down. I like to keep it down just so that I can keep the accessories here and get a little bit more back articulation. That is the one downside, having those back there. He's got his knife sheath there. Here's the boots on these ones. They look pretty good. And I would pose these, but you know what to expect with these figures. And I just... God, that Python Patrol, I want to get a second one of this guy. Just love him so much. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on to our size comparisons. I think it's time for that now. Copperhead goes at about 6.5 inches, and the officer is about the same. Depends on the head sculpt. This head sculpt is a little taller, so he'd be a little taller. Alright, so starting off with the other Python Patrol figure I have, the only one, the Viper. What's his name? I got this guy. I want to say Viper, just Python Patrol Viper. That sounds right, okay? He doesn't have any green on him, but he fits very well with the other two. And, my Python Patrol is growing. Speaking of G.I. Joe, we got to get a Tiger Force in here since this is a Target exclusive line. And here is Outback. Got to get him in there, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and do some other toy lines. Let's start off with, since I already named him, and he's got a headband on his let me repose the figure real quick. He's got the headband on his bicep on his bicep. We got WWE Mattel Elite 100 John Cena. Speaking of 6 inches, let's go back real quick and look at the Lightning Collection Black Ranger there from Power Rangers. Dino Thunder Black. I almost didn't say that. Alright, let's go ahead and get Marvel Legends in here. We got Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Friendly Neighborhood. However you guys like to denote him. Alright, let's go back up, scale back up. Another wrestler, we got Samoa Joe from AEW Unrivaled, also Target exclusive. We got the Spartan Yoroi from Jazzwares as well. Here they are. And move him a little bit to that side. Next up, DC Multiverse. We got our Nightfall Batman there. And lastly, because it's still the holiday season, or might not be the holiday season after this is filmed, but we have Santa Trocitus in the back. if I can get him to stand properly. So, Copperhead and Python Patrol Cobra Officer. I recommend both, but I highly recommend that Cobra Officer. That figure is just so well done, so much value. You can fit all the accessories you want on that figure, and you get an alternate head so you can army build and have them look different, as well as the hat here and the goggles. There's so many options with that figure for such a good price. I have to recommend that. Buy that figure at full price. Copperhead, if you're not too into, you can wait for a sale, but I bought it at full price and I'm satisfied with that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what other G.I. Joe figures you want to see me review. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.